episode 42 of Just My Opinion. And this episode I'm entitled Protest. And the reason why I'm entitled this one Protest is because of the recent shooting and mass shooting and tragedy down in Texas, in which numerous of children and 2 adults lost their lives. This mass shooting thing, as I said in my previous episode, Praying for Buffalo, it's a scourge. It's something that has to be done about it. We have to find a way to limit and to stop these type of tragedies from happening. It's affecting our kids in school. If our kids ain't safe in a place where it's made for them to learn, where else are they safe at? The reason why I call this one protest because the manager of the San Francisco Giants, Mr. Dave Kapler, has decided that he's not going to come out for the national anthem until he deemed some of the laws or gun control that's changed surrounding this issue. And I applaud him and I wish him the best of luck in his endeavors of trying to do something. The only thing I'm looking forward to see is, pardon me, is when Mr. Kaepernick, he did the same thing. He took a knee during the national anthem just to protest the unfair treatment of black people and the police brutality and sheer murder that was put towards black people by the very people that were supposed to protect them. And his actions was met with visceral disdain and disrespect. They couldn't respect the fact of the man has the right to protest. This is one of the most beautiful things about America. You have the right to protest and peacefully assemble. To show you this thing for whatever issue it is. Whatever issue you deem that you want to protest against. But this man's protest was met with all types of things, to the point where he lost his career in football. He's been blackballed from football. Blackballed from playing. When this right to protest is guaranteed to each and every last one of us under the Constitution of the United States. My thing is, I want to see how Mr. Gabe Kapler is treated, how he's looked upon. Will he be disallowed to manage an MLB? Will there be several people speaking out against his protest? And granted, his protest is a worthy protest. It's a protest in which I applaud him in, and I sincerely hope that he's successful in trying to effect change. This is a very, 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 very problem that needs to be changed the senseless mowing down and shooting and killing of innocent people. Here in America, this got to stop. Same way that his cause is just and right. Same way Mr. Colin Kaepernick Charles was just and right. He had the right to protest unfair treatment of blacks and minorities. He had the right to protest police brutality and murder at the hands of police. But his protest was met with disrespect and disdain. And my question is, why is that? Is it because he's black? This man lost his career, his ability to earn money doing what he loves. All because he decided to take a knee and do what is given to each and one of us as our right to protest. I want to see how different Mr. Gabe Kaplan is treated for essentially doing the same thing. He's just not coming out for the national anthem. Colin Kaepernick wouldn't stand for the national anthem. So essentially it's the same thing. I want to see how different he's treated. I'm not trying to throw shade or speak out against what Mr. Kaplan is doing, because God knows it's a worthy cause. These kids are losing their lives in a place where they should feel, besides home, that should be one of the most safest places, school. Just school. You go there to learn, to make friends, not to dodge bullets and worry about being shot. So Mr. Kaplan, the protest and cause is worthy, but so was Colin Kaepernick's. And Mr. Kaepernick was met with so much resistance and disrespect, and nobody tried to understand what Mr. Kaepernick was protesting against. Or is it just, once again, the difference of color? How a black man is treated, doing essentially the same thing that Dave Kaplan now will do. I wish Mr. Kaplan, as well as I wish Mr. Kaepernick, much success in their protest, because they both have a worthy and noble cause. They both have a worthy and noble cause. So, pardon me. So we'll see in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, how Mr. Kaplan protest is met and received by the general public. And do it prove to me once again that there's a difference of how we're treated, our people of color. and not by the cause that we justly stand for, but by the pigment of our skin. So I definitely hope that Mr. Kaepernick is successful. And I'm going to say my prayers and condolence goes out to everyone that's lost someone in this tragedy in Texas, Buffalo, and all these tragedies. There is some type of gun control we need. And I'm a gun owner, but there's a need for gun control. We gotta stop letting them get in the hands of the people that just want to shoot and kill people. Guns should be used as a defense thing, not an offensive thing. Mainly, you shouldn't be able to go and just shoot random people. It should only be used as a defense. Someone's trying to harm you, your family, then you have the right to use deadly force. But to go out and just shoot innocent and kill innocent people, women and children, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. So once again, this is not about Mr. Kaepernick's cause. It's about how America now will be held to society. This black guy, Mr. Kaepernick, did the same thing. Just simply emphasized his right to protest. But he paid the ultimate price. He lost his career. The ability to earn money to support him and his family. Let's see if Mr. Kaepernick, hopefully won't, be treated as rude and with much disdain as Mr. Kaepernick was. Thank you. Also, I'm on Anchor, Breaker, Google, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public. Please go and subscribe there and may Mr. Kaepernick be very successful with his protest. And God, please, please bless everyone that's been touched by the tragedies in Buffalo and in Texas. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.